What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 video, and I'm just checking in on you. How you doing? What's going on? Now today is August 22nd, and this is going to be your weekly vendor reset and must-buys. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. But our first vendor for the video is going to be here at the base of ops. Here we go.
What can I do for you?
Now, starting off at the top, we have the strategic alignment. This is the named China Light backpack with perfect shock and awe, and it comes with skill haste and weapon handling. Now, this is a good one to pick up. All you have to do is recalibrate the weapon handling off for skill damage, and you are good to go. Put this with a Seeker Mine build or explosive build with, some sort of status effects, and you are good to go. Highly recommend the artillery turret and the explosive Seeker Mine. Next, we have a tactical UMP with rate of fire and sadist, followed by a custom P416 with max AR damage, damage to armor, and Thunderstrike. I mean, this one's not bad. I am not a big fan of the custom P416, but if you are, this is a good one to pick up. Even if you just want to keep that armor damage, you could recalibrate that Thunderstrike for whatever it is you want. And then finally, for the weapons, we have an X45 with swap speed and determined. Looking at the gear items, we have a Wyvern backpack with adrenaline rush, skill, damage, and weapon handling. And then finally, a Wyvern chest piece with repair skills, crit hit damage, and explosive resistance. Looking at the mods, we have Headshot 7.0, Drone Scan Range 8.2, Turret Damage 4.3, and Sticky Bomb Burn Duration 4%. Now, must-buys from the base of ops, I would say the strategic alignment is a good backpack to use for those skill builds. And if you like the P416, this is a good one to pick up.
Glad we got that settled.
All right. Now, the next two vendors are here at the base of ops, but they are also in the Haven. Yo, look at this outfit. I see you, Subject 702 Joker. I see you. Look at you. But the two vendors I'm talking about are the Countdown vendor and Clan vendor. So here's your Countdown vendor. Now, the three named items at your Countdown vendor, we have the Boomstick. This is the named double barrel shotgun with perfect pumped up, and it comes with max rate of fire. Then we have a percussive maintenance. This is the named Alp Summit backpack with perfect tech support, and this one comes with armor regen and crit hit damage. And then finally, the Darkness. This is the named Marksman rifle with perfect eyeless, and it comes with crit hit damage. I wouldn't recommend any of those three, so let's just run over to the Clan vendor. Now remember, the DoD Disciples of Doom, we are on all platforms. So again, if you are interested in joining our clan, we are on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. You can add me on Ubisoft Connect or on Discord. You can add me on PlayStation or Xbox, and then just send me a message, and I'll put you on the list. All right, and here is the clan vendor. Ba-da-ba. And starting off with the Night Watcher. This is the named Heligard mask with 100% scanner pulse haste. And this week it comes with decent armor and health as an attribute. Then we have a future initiative chest piece. Now, this used to be a raid exclusive for Iron Horse Raid. Remember, they put this in general loot last year, and here is one right here. Now, the cool thing about the chest piece is you can see that talent, tactical superiority. So it increases the damage boost that you give everyone on your team from 15% to 25%. So this really does help out. All you have to do is recalibrate that armor regen off for, like, say, repair skills or whatever it is you want, and you are good to go. Next, we have a ongoing directive holster with weapon handling, and then finally a tip of the spear pair of gloves with also weapon handling. Looking at the high-end items, we have a Stoner LAMG with health, damage, and overwhelm, followed by an MP5 with stability and measured, A Badger Tough holster with health and armor regen. Interesting. Now, this holster isn't bad. With the armor the way it is and armor regen, what I would do is just recalibrate that health off for whatever it is you want, crit chance, headshot, hazard. It's up to you, but keep the armor regen, keep the armor, and then just get rid of that health. Next, we have a enhanced PP19 with in-sync and headshot damage, followed by a Overlord chest piece with crit chance and skill damage with that talent Obliterate. Not bad, not bad. What I would do for this one is just take off that skill damage for crit hit damage or headshot, and you are good to go. Then we have a Habsburg Guard holster with skill damage and explosive resistance. And then finally, a Sokolov Concern holster with crit chance and headshot damage. But again, this is a great holster to pick up, especially if you need Sokolov Concern with double crit. All you have to do is recalibrate that headshot damage off for crit hit damage, and then you are good to go. This is a good one to pick up. And then finally, for the mods, we have crit hit damage 10.5, blind deaf 8.8, disrupt 8.7, and chem launcher heals of 6.5. Now, must buys from the clan vendor. The future initiative chess piece, if you've never gotten one, this is a X raid exclusive. The Habsburg, or the, my bad. Habsburg. The Badger Tough holster with armor regen and that high armor isn't bad. Just get rid of that health for either hazard or crit, headshot, something like that. The Overlord with Obliterate's not bad. Just get rid of the skill damage. And then the Sokolov holster is good, especially if you want to make it a double crit. And that is it for the base of ops. So let's take our talents to the west, and then we will double back east. Our first stop is going to be the campus settlement. Here we go. Now, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up, support the channel by subscribing, and let me know what you think in the comments, whether I missed over a must-buy item in your opinion, or maybe you have a question about one of the items that I am showcasing. But here we are at the campus.
I've got the best gear at the lowest price.
And starting off with the designated hitter, this is the named marksman rifle with perfect reformation. This one comes with damage to targets out of cover and max marksman rifle damage. This is a great one to pick up. I love damage to targets out of cover, so just max that bad boy out and then just optimize the headshot. You are good to go. Then we have a SR1 with max headshot stability and ranger, followed by a classic RPK with reload speed and strained. Looking at the gear items, we have a Uzina mask with skill haste and status effects, and then a Heligard holster with crit chance and skill damage. Looking at the mods, we have skill haste 10.0, chem launcher radius 6.1, hive health 7.8, pulse health 14.5, and trap duration of 4.2. Now, must-buys, things to look for from the campus, I would say the designated hitter is a good one, and, I mean, that's about it. All right. That is it for the campus settlement. Now let's go to the Dark Zone vendors. Our first Dark Zone vendor is going to be the DZ West vendor. West. All right, now remember, all of these Dark Zone vendors will only accept DZ resources as currency. So double check your DZ resources. Go to resources, go down to keys, and then just above there are your DZ resources. Right now, I have 239 out of 999. So if I run out, I'm going to have to go into the Dark Zone, either pick up the little blue boxes, or I'm going to have to deconstruct contaminated gear in my bag and then extract it to get the DZ resources. Now, that's the only way to get DZ resources. And with that being said, here are your Dark Zone vendors. Starting with DZ West. Starting with the Harmony, this is the named rifle with perfectly in sync. Comes with magazine size. Then we have a tactical SASG 12 with swap speed and pumped up. And then finally a classic M1A with crit chance and sadist. Looking at the gear items, we have a hardwired pair of gloves with armor regen, Aces and Eights knee pads with explosive resistance, Heligard gloves with crit damage and health, And then finally, Bellstone Armory knee pads with max repair skills and weapon handling. Looking at the mods, we have Shock Resistance 8.5, Seeker Mind Skill Haste 5.0, Shield Health 4.1, Firefly Skill Haste 6.0, and Decoy Health of 6.0. Now, must buys things to look for from DZ West. Not really, to be honest. Yeah, I'm good. All right, let's take our talents down south, the deep south, to DZ South. Let's go. We're going down south, boys. Yeah, get her done. I'm trying. All right, here we go. DZ South. Big money, big money, big money. No whammies. And starting off with the Glory Days. Now, this is a good weapon for new and returning people, just because of how much of a laser beam this AR is. It gets you used to shooting a weapon, and then you can swap over to something that hits harder with less stability. But nevertheless, here is the Glory Days. It is a good weapon. It is the named P416 with perfectly nearsighted. Remember, that gives you 100% stability. And then it comes with armor damage, which is very good. So all you have to do is max out that AR damage and then just optimize the other attributes. Then we have a converted SMG9 with magazine size and fast hands, ACR with magazine size and vindictive, and then finally a M1911 with health damage and preservation. Looking at the gear items, we have a tip of the spear backpack with weapon handling, hard-wired chest piece with armor regen, Alp Summit backpack with skill damage, health, and leadership, and then finally a Sokolov Concern chest piece with crit chance hazard and Overwatch. Looking at the mods, we have crit chance 4.6, drone plus 2 extra bombs, turret plus 1 extra sniper, and sticky bomb duration of 6.5. Now, must buys from DZ South, not really, to be honest. But the Glory Days is fun to use, but I really wouldn't recommend it for 152 DZ resources. Now, here's the trick about the castle: just fast travel to the descent entrance. That way, you can just go straight to the vendor. You don't have to run all the way through the castle settlements.
Combat simulation program active.
And here we are at the castle settlement. Big money, big money, big money, no whammies. So starting off with the Dare. This is the named LMG with perfect flatline, and it comes with armor damage. This is a good one to pick up. All you have to do is max out the LMG damage and then optimize the armor and damage targets at a cover. But this is a good weapon to try out, especially with that super high magazine size and amplified damage. Then we have a M700 Carbon with stability and sledgehammer. And then finally a classic RPK with measured and health damage. Looking at the gear items, we have a Petrov mask with crit chance and skill haste. And then a Grupo holster with crit hit damage and weapon handling. Looking at the mods, we have skill haste 9.9, Chem Launcher Radius 5.7, Hive Health 7.9, Pulse Skill Haste 4.8, and Trap Duration of 5.9. Now, must-buys from the Castle Settlement. The Dare isn't a bad one to pick up. Try it out. Damage targets out of cover and damage to armor. That's a good one. And, I mean, that's really about it. These items are really low on the attributes, but you could make this Petrov mask a double crit if you wanted to, but again, those attributes are fairly low. Okay. Now that oh, hold on. We gotta pet the damn dog. Hold on. Ransom over here. Look at him. Still doesn't have food. Still doesn't have water. Doesn't have any pillows in his doghouse. Doesn't even have a blanket right here. Like, what the hell, man? Hey, buddy. How you doing, Ransom? Hope you're doing good. These people need to hook you up with some better stuff because this is looking bare, and you only do one animation, so this is fairly lazy. All right, moving on. There's the castle. Now our last stop is going to be DZ East. Now remember, go to the Alpha checkpoint and not the main entrance. That way you don't have to run all the way through that courtyard. You might get this double loading screen, which is fine. It'll only take like 2 seconds, and then just walk straight outside the checkpoint. Now, this is a lot quicker than just fast traveling all the way over there to the main entrance and then running all the way through this courtyard. But here we are, DZ East.
Always happy to
Now,
see you,
starting off
agents.
with Black Friday. This is the named LMG with Perfectly Unhinged. Now, this one comes with max stability. Then we have a SOCOM MK20 with damage targets out of cover and future perfect. And then a tactical M249 with max magazine size and in sync. Looking at the looking at the gear items, we have Eclipse Protocol mask with armor regen. Interesting. Hardwired holster with hazard. Richter and Kaiser mask with status and repair skills. And then finally a Araldi Holdings holster with crit chance and repair skills. Looking at the mods, we have skill duration 8.5, chem launcher duration 4.3, hive healing 4.0, pulse cone size 6.4, and trap duration of 4.3. Now, must buys from DZ East. I mean, the Black Friday is a DZ exclusive. You can try to get it in a named item cache or conflict cache, but really it's the dark zone. So, I mean, I don't know. These attributes are too low. You would have to change stability off for armor damage, and then you would have to optimize the LMG and damage targets that it covers. So I don't know if it's worth it, but it is here at DZ East.
Hostile supply convoy.
And finally, our last stop of Washington, D.C., right before we go to New York, is going to be the theater. The theater. Here we go. Ba-doo, boo, ba-doo, ba-doo, boo. Let's see. Usually this guy will give us something good. I think my controller just tried to crap out there on me. There we go. All right. Theater. Starting with the boomstick. This is the named double barrel shotgun with perfect pumped up, and it comes with crit hit damage. Then we have a military M870 with optimal range and sadist, followed by a lightweight M4 with damage targets at a cover and eyeless. For the gear items, we have Douglas and Harding gloves with max headshot and status effects. And then finally, Wyvern with knee pads of status effects and headshot. Looking at the mods, we have Pulse Resistance 8.5, Seeker Mine Damage 4.2, Shield Health 4.3, Firefly Blind Effect Duration 5.9, and Decoy Health of 6.0. Now, must buys from the theater. Not really. All right. And that is it for Washington, D.C. Let's finish up in New York City. Now, we only have 2 vendors left. We do have Marco, who's going to be at the top of the escalator, and then we have Roy Benitez, who's going to be just outside. So I hope you've enjoyed this so far.
Entering safe area.
If you haven't already, please hit the like, support the channel. You know the whole spiel. Help me out. I help you out. And here we are, Marco.
Hey there.
Starting with the Tactical AUG. This is the SMG that comes with headshot damage and steady-handed. Then we have a L86 with health damage and unhinged, followed by an ACR with swap speed and optimist, and then finally a PX4 Storm Type T with salvage and headshot damage. Now looking at the gear items, we have Murakami chest piece with skill haste, armor regen, and tamper proof. Badger Tough knee pads with armor regen and repair skills. And then finally a Alp Summit mask with skill damage and status effects. Looking at the mods, we have Skill Haste 10.1, Disorient Resistance 8.5, Shield Health 4.2, Chem Launcher Damage 4.2, and Sticky Bomb Burn Duration of 4%. Now, must buys from Marco, not really, man. Not really.
Thanks for the trade.
All right. And our last vendor is going to be Roy Benitez. But first, make sure you pet the doggy. Look, this dog has pillows. He's got a squeaky duck. He has water. He has food. He has his own rug over here. He's wagging his tail. Look at this happy-ass dog. And you know what? If you interact with this dog more than once, The second one is going to be a random animation. So watch this. So the first one, you're just petting him, right? You know, hey, check his food. How you doing, buddy? Hope all's good, right? But the next interaction is a random interaction. Now there's 3 to 5 different animations he can do, but watch this one. Let's see. And here we go. Oh, he's excited. Oh, he's excited. I love it. All right. Here we go. Roy Benitez.
What can I do for you?
All right, and finishing off with the SIG 556 with accuracy and perpetuation. Then we have a custom M44 with reload speed and optimist, a tactical SASG with crit hit damage and vindictive, and then finally a PX4 Storm Type F with stability and salvage. Looking at the gear items, we have a Seska backpack with hazard, explosive resistance, and creeping death. A Brazos pair of gloves with crit hit damage and explosive resistance, and then finally a 511 mask with hazard and armor regen. Now looking at the mods, we have crit hit damage 9.9, we have skill haste 10.1, drone deflect duration 6.5, chem launcher duration 4.3, and sticky bomb burn duration of 4%. Not bad. There's really nothing for must buys here either. It's getting pretty bad. These vendor resets are not as strong as they typically are, huh? But there were a few items that you could do some double crits and have some fun. But let me know what you think. If you found this video helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form, please hit that thumbs up. Support the channel by subscribing. I am Kamikazevondoom. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Peace out.